It means, well, you know, the gossip's been going on around my dear Juan. Oh, you mean the thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had good reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita. I'll let you in on the secret, young one. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerves of people. Spy on people by herself, as if I wouldn't like to see it. As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I know what you're thinking, but I bet it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. Okay, I need some more water because my throat is just getting absolutely wrecked here. Hold on. Back in just a second. And the camera's of course not doing as it should. Come on, why are you not cooperating with me? There we go. There we go. Oh, I also got myself some stroopwafels. Stroopwafel. So, you want to know about Joanna and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Joanne really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Joanne had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impact, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know? Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita? Really? You young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after the marriage announcement. 3 days after the marriage announcement? What in the... Why would Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was going to get married. I mean, 10-year-olds think they're okay. Yes, she does. Okay, boomer. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly cancelled their marriage. Old bag is so... Sweet. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did you do that? That was in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night Juan called off the wedding. That manager, Celeste, killed herself. How terrible. I wonder what happened between those two. So let's take some of this salted licorice. Salt licorice is the best licorice. And this one isn't too salty. I like it a lot.
The one from the Netherlands, you mean?
Hmm?
The one from the Netherlands, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. I can actually eat it. Almost.
Almost, she says.
Well, I can eat it, but not too much.
Licorice is tasty, pigs. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with the questioning and investigating. Which I think here in the lobby have finally calmed down. It stuck to my teeth. Details, minor details. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Engarde's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we'll finally find just the person we're looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the Engarde case? We're taking the witness statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Between the kidnapper's demand and now this. Can I see to get a win here? Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to let you know, tell you something. He did? Even though witnessing hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. What? I won't recall them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you so very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. A little bit, Nina. Just a little bit. Or rather blue, I suppose. Because Gary Oak is just... meh. Blue is cool, Gary is just... meh. Seems like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Engarde and Miss Andrews are here in this detention center. So let's start with Miss Matt Engarde. Dude, it's Mr. Wright! I hope you get off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth has dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Joan Corrida was killed by an assassin and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engarde. What's wrong, Mr. Engarde? There's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer self, dude. About this press conference, you mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up like the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little bit more about it from Miss Andrews. Should you please fill me in on what the secret is, please? I knew this was coming. Mr. Nick, don't tell me. Cyclops. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? Did you know about Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Corrida's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. Mr. Nick? What's a pizza? Is it like kind of pea? Like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our mind off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Miss Engarde, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? I'm kind of scared to show him this card. What's wrong, dude? Oh, so about this picture card, have you ever seen this before? No, I never saw it before in my life, dude. I don't think he's lying. Or is he? And then again, he looked like he was gasped just now. Maybe I'm just seeing things. I don't really know. So let's see what we can wrestle from him. I don't think we can get anything out of him right now, but hey, let's just see what we can get. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Kurita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about John, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep saying that until I'm blue in my face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kurita, especially on that night. No, we don't have anything for that. So we're gonna have to go ask for, let's see, I would like to get... Nope. I would like to get, Adrian over. You know what, Mina? These Stroopwaffles are just getting better and better. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around around at all the electronic stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. It looks like the purse really appreciate what Gumshoe is doing for us. Mr. Nick? Yes? Where's the lettuce? I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Aw, I guess I have to give up on making a salad then. Guess lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Stroopwafel. I have no idea how to pronounce it, so I'm just going for Stroopwafel. Sounding all angry and stuff. Stroopwafel. That's German. Stroopwafel. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Kurita had on Mr. Engarde. I'd like to ask you about Matt Engarde, if you don't mind. Excellent, excellent. Soon all shall embrace the floof. Foxes are the best. Excellent. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Engarde. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. About Miss Celeste Enpax, I had finally put her death behind me, and now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that I heard the rumor that Joan was the one who had hidden her suicide note. I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Joan. I would never do something so stupid. The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Matt and Mr. Engarde? That's simple, because he is a killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right? Yes, they're so good at it that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews. I think I just disconnected twice from the Twitch chat. That's annoying. Well, I know you're not the type to do something without a reason, so please, tell me why you did what you did. Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now? A sidlock, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge. Take that! Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. And there goes my chat again. I think, yep. You said revenge. So, you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives on by being dependent on other people. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Yeah, and that would be Celeste. Take that! Celeste! There's only one catalyst that could cause such a strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Joan's manager. And on top of that, the one who hit a suicide joke was also Joan. What does all of this have to do with Matt? You're right, you haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engarde, it would mean that he must have some relation to Miss Impact and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Matt and Celeste? I don't think we have that. Yeah, should be good, Pix. Yeah, we don't have anything here, right? Oh. Okay, so let's get out of here and find somewhere else. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to... What? Uh-oh. Mr. Powers? What happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. And all of a sudden, you were there! You are under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh. And they said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? Potato. So, about this heavy testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet. But it sounded like I saw something pretty important from what I tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. I can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer, he said. Well, who do you think that lawyer detective was talking about? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world. But it's alright. Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know, because he's got that refreshing, like a spring breeze image going. But what's he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been a kind of a play with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, "This is a game," to justify himself. What? How horrible! That's unforgivable! How sorry. Didn't we defend you? But you know, he said once that there's only one person in this world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities and their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, smelly, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. God, this chat is just acting up so badly, it's kind of annoying. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a whole lot from other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey. So, did you hear about this one yet? About Mr. Andrews' mentor and his suicide? No, I don't think Twitch is having issues. This is just my VPN. This is the whole VPN thing I got for myself, so it's not Twitch. So, I have no idea why, but that's just how it goes. I actually lost a few frames, like 700 frames throughout the stream, which is a little bit annoying. An ad. I haven't done anything, Mina. You mean Miss Impacts? I heard something about how her wedding was cancelled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little bit out today, and about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, what are you asking about that? Go on, ask, go ahead. Mr. Powers is charged up and is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they said that Joanne went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't an actual proof that she had left a suicide note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Joanne, that is. Wolverine? What? Twitch been starting putting up ads like randomly on my channel now. Oh, like that. Fair. Something bad for Mr. Kurita? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends, and she said looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. A truly insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Kurita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be a reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info, thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Engarde and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get them to tell me everything. Nick, your phone! Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office really soon. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth, Edgeworth? Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. It's the end. Hello? He got cut off. What's going on, Mr. Nick? Gorm just said we need to go back to the office right away. Then we should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. What are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Pull yourself together. Maybe it'll be good news. Somehow. I doubt that. What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that camera. Huh? This quickly? And this bear is what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I figured we should have just looked into the bear instead of looking at the camera. But was it Mr. Edgeworth that figured out? Shh, Prince. And? Go on. There's only one person who bought one of these bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Who would be so rude to spy on another person in a room? Matt Engarde. Huh? Matt Engarde, your client, that's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Yep, here's the fan. Are you sure you heard right? The person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's $3,800, pal. That's the exact match to the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Engarde. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Engarde's autograph out on it, pal. So, I'm sure the person who bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Engarde himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Good luck, Mina. I'm gonna have to look at that, the results for that afterwards. Is the video up now, or is it is it the video coming later? So what about the spy camera we found? Wow, there's a lot of entries. That'll be like a 2 or 3 hour long video if it follows the formulas he's had in the past. That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give this back to you and file away into evidence. I don't know. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Korea's room was Matt Engarde. Why? Why would Mr. Engarde do something like this? I bet it was to catch Miss